Opila bird. So why this bird out of the other current characters? And why a bird in general? Well, when we were coming up with ideas for the characters, Opila bird was one of the first designs we came up with. Birds are typically both cute and also intimidating to humans at the same time. And so we thought making a character like this could be somewhat fun. As for what kind of bird Opila is, we'll keep that as a secret for now. To fit in the kindergarten setting we have in the game, we wanted to make it colorful and simple, but it also had to be scary at the same time. The big red eyes and textures on it helped us achieve the unnerving look we were going for. In the very first script of the game, it was actually Stinger Flynn who was going to be the main antagonist of the game, and we were going to have him stalk you all throughout the game, even more than Opila bird ended up doing. But then later we decided Opila bird would be a much better fit. It was its time to shine. And what can't birds exist without? Eggs. Yeah. We thought the egg puzzle was a lot more interesting and weird than anything we could do with Stinger Flynn in that setting. Next up was AI. In most horror games, it's expected of monsters and enemies to just run after you and take you out the moment they spot you. This unrealistically applies to animal enemies as well a lot of the time. So why not try something different? We thought having Opila bird act as a real predator would be something very interesting to see. We decided to have it so that it would only attack you if it felt that you were prey, like predators do. For example, when you run away from it and when you don't harm it when it has you cornered. It only attacks when the player tries to flee or when it has taken a good look at the player. When the encounter is happening, the player is trapped in a corner with no escape. Your back's to the wall, you can't run past Opila bird, you can't fight the beast, and your only escape is to run away on those platforms, after which Opila bird chases you. After the chase scene on the moving platforms, we are given two options. A. Get rid of the bird once and for all by pressing the emergency stop button, or B. Run into an invisible wall while trying to escape and die a gruesome death. The whole Opila bird sequence was originally much more complicated. It involved having to run around the bird like twice and pressing a bunch of buttons. But after letting some of our friends and family try the sequence and saying that none of them were able to pass it, we decided to simplify it a bit more to what's in the game right now. As for the jump scare, we didn't want to do something that would take the player out of the experience. No cinematic jump scare or crazy camera movements. The whole thing happens live in the game. In the end, we're pretty happy with how Opila bird turned out. It'll always have a special place in our hearts. As always, wishlist Cartoon of Band 2 if you're interested in seeing more of the series. Thanks for watching and let me know what you thought of Opila bird in the comments.